Hi everybody. Today we're making a video about Ninebot 1 E+. Well, this is a particular model I got. It's a E+. It's my new toy. Actually, I'm really enjoying. Even has some design flaw. But you know me already probably. If there's a design flaw, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna fix it. Pretty much like I mentioned, I owned that scooter, single wheel unicycle for a week. And actually it's a pretty good toy. It's kinda a lot of fun to ride it. But what I got lately I started recognizing when I'm getting on, it has some rubbering sound or some like a grounding sound, but not a metal kind sound. But still, it's kinda nasty. And I look it on YouTube to see if there's people found the results and how to fix that. And there's one guy, pretty smart actually. He fixing with a couple washers, 2 millimeters, and you have to take that subframe, L-shaped subframe, and place it between main sleeve or collar and that subframe. Pretty much what it's gonna do, it's gonna bring it, spray it a little bit 2 millimeter even farther from chassis. Sub chassis from wheel, and that's a pretty much plastic cover will lift up a little bit, because when I take it apart, and well, I clean it already, but you see the black mark. That's what plastic touch into the wheel. First, when I see it's grounding, I look at some on the forums on YouTube, and first thing I thought they mean that the subframe is touching a wheel, but there's like over a quarter-inch space. There's no way that subframe L shape will touch the wheel, and that's aluminum, and also the wheel itself is aluminum. If it touch it, it will scratch it right there. Like I said, I'm riding for a week almost, and you can see the scratches right here, and but it didn't even rub it paint off through completely. Anyway, the easiest way, if you saw the other video when you required take that nut, remove it subframe, the little L-shaped subframe I call, because there actually is no frame, which is good. I like that way. It doesn't matter how hard you crush it. Most of the time that the L-shaped subframe, it will be straight because it's heavy duty. Everything else is mounted on a plastic shelf. But in my opinion, the way I did, it's much easier and simple, and plus it's the same result. Pretty much, instead removing that L shape, you just found it small washers and place it right here on those screws. I didn't find it that thick one. Pretty much I'm using 2 washers in each screw, and one washer is slightly over a millimeter thick. Pretty much you have a 2.2 or so millimeters. You bring in a plastic shelf out away from a wheel, and that will take care of it. Like I said, it's simple, it's easy to do if you have that issue. Plus, one thing I like that to do that way, instead of washer between shaft, the sleeve and subframe. Why? Because you see, if you look at right now, the original shaft is not long enough. The nut it screws it in all the way tight, and the washer is like not washer. I'm sorry, shaft. It's still a little bit there. If you place it 2 millimeter washer, then the shaft even will be less using. When you screw it in, probably like a half turn or so, it will be screws less, thread, and that chance to strip it, easy to strip it or so. Like I said, I don't recommend it. This way it's simple, you don't have to dig it out, you don't have to have special tool, because this side you can take with a regular socket. The other side, which in the center of shaft, it has a cable. You have to have a special wrench, or you have to weld that socket to a metal rod, and then put your wires through that socket, and then unscrew it. Like I said, it's not really you can do it if you want to, but this way it's much easy and simple, and it's gonna be same results, even better, because that first of all you're not loosen that nut, you're not messing with alignment, which alignment actually do those two plates. When you tighten it, it will align shaft automatically, supposed to be. But like I said, I mean, well, I hope that information it will helpful for someone who need it. Like I said, probably a lot of people that doesn't even bother about that noise. I mean, I really hate it. And see, actually did leave it a black mark on a plastic. Well, yeah. Thanks. Bye bye.